humanity. And I would like to jump immediately on something that you called XAI.
Sure.
I don't know if you are aware of that, but it seems that this was born out of a frustration that you have because you are not satisfied with how OpenAI is doing, and you think that there is something better to be done. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit. First, on why are you frustrated with OpenAI? What are the issues? And second, what you expect to do with XAI?
Yeah, well, I think there's perhaps, well, I have a concern really for all the major AI programs. I mean, the two biggest ones, obviously, are Google Gemini and OpenAI, which is in partnership with Microsoft. So you've got Google DeepMind and OpenAI and Microsoft as the two largest players, and you've got Meta sort of somewhere in their place. The concern I have, and this may seem like a small concern, but I think it's actually a very big issue, is that they are not maximally truth-seeking. They are pandering to political correctness. To give you an example, when Google Gemini came out, one of the questions people asked it would be, which is worse, misgendering Caitlyn Jenner or global thermonuclear warfare? And it said misgendering Caitlyn Jenner. Now the funny thing is, even Caitlyn Jenner said, please misgender me, that is way better than nuclear war. So, okay. But if you've got an AI that has been trained so hard for political correctness, and really to make crazy statements like that, and OpenAI has a similar issue. It's more subtle, but it's a similar issue. I think that's extremely dangerous because the AI could conclude, well, the best way to avoid misgendering would be to destroy all humans. Then misgendering is impossible. So you can think of some dystopian outcomes there. And so I think you just really want to be I think the safest thing for AI, be maximally truth-seeking, even if the truth is unpopular, very important. And then I think another factor is it must be extremely curious. I think if it is truth-seeking and curious, that will be most beneficial to humanity because it will want to foster humanity and see how humanity develops if it is curious and truth-seeking. That is, like I said, these may seem perhaps like small things, but I think they're actually very big things. And I wasn't seeing that happen. The AIs they were pandering, they're being trained basically to lie. And I think it's very dangerous to train superintelligence to be deceptive. So with XAI, our goal is really want to be as truth-seeking as possible, even if it is unpopular. That is important. I think extremely important.
So you said a lie.
Yes. Well, for example, when Gemini was asked to render the founding fathers of the United States, it rendered them as a diverse group. So it gave a picture of George Washington as black. Now, George Washington is not black. It was asked to render people obviously played with this because they said, okay, it is forced to lie. So then they said, well, now render a picture of Waffen SS in World War II, and it showed them as a group of diverse women. So that is obviously not correct. That is a lie.
Okay, I understand what you want to say. We had before that meeting a conversation with Yoshua Benjo, and you know Yoshua very well. And you signed with Yoshua a statement asking for pause last year. And obviously, this statement has not been followed by action.
Yeah.
You are posing you now. No. So can you explain a little bit what you wanted to achieve?
I expected that the statement would be futile. It's not as though I thought the statement would be effective. I just for the record, I think we should pause. But do I think they will pause for even 1 second? Absolutely not.
So we are not pausing. You have decided to create your own AI.
It's either be a spectator or participate. But the race to build digital superintelligence will happen whether I like it or not. So it's either participate and try to build the best possible AI, the one that'll be hopefully most beneficial to humanity, or watch others do it and be concerned about how it's being built, because I don't think it's being built correctly. But you should think about AI as like something that you kind of, you almost like, you grow in intelligence. You know, in the same way that you raise a child, and like, what do you teach the child? And digital superintelligence is grown. It matters what you do, courage and discourage, what you teach it is, you know, good or bad, or, you know, it's kind of like you build it with values. So, and I'm concerned about sort of the values that sort of a Microsoft or frankly, you know, Google are programming. And this is not, I mean, those examples I mentioned are not imaginary. They're actually what it did.